I wanted to put together a compilation of chats and emails related to the domination of the Spirit Zone, and it's by KW Family, KWP in particular. This is just a compilation that I put together from my app, and on the side is just comments. I'm not going to comment on those. I'm just going to simply read through the entire thing so that it can have a transcription on the YouTube platform and can be translated for anyone who's not English as their first language or doesn't speak English at all. And also, I do have a separate video that'll be at the end of this playlist, which it's a very long one, 2 hours, that has my analysis of a lot of the detail of this. See, for more than 30 years, I've been working with leadership training, conflict resolution, teaching teams, community building, a whole gamut of things across different platforms, different communities, different corporations, different entities. It's been an incredible 30 years. So I know a lot about dealing with bully mentality, and it's one of the reasons why I'm still in the game, because when I joined the game 3 months ago, I was just checking it out, seeing what was up, and entered into a Kingdom of Bullies, and found that people were responding to what I had to say, and starting to realize that they were playing a game against other players, against other people, and they were treating it like they were playing just against a computer, an object. So my words started to resonate, but I decided to play around with learning the things that were used to create that bully culture, which was one of the things was jumping. And so I decided to jump, and I jumped with an alliance, just to see what it was like. Different dynamic going on. I discuss it more in the long video, but short version is they had made me R4 in both of their alliances, their main alliance and their Academy Alliance, even though I didn't request it. I don't want leadership roles. I have a leadership role in every single alliance that I am part of, and every single kingdom I am part of. And I don't want it. I just want to help others learn. But by helping others learn, of course, they think I'm a leader, and they make me a leader. Even though I've only been playing 3 months, I'm a very quick learner. I'm a global thinker. I see things from the top down, and I teach people the different perspectives. It's one of the reasons why I'm so good at conflict resolution and helping people see different perspectives, because I can see a whole picture and then break it down into the parts. So anyone who has hired me to do a job about engineering, medicine, legal, government, nonprofit, they know I'll just learn all the ins and outs and then bring it down and break it down to the practical. So I wanted to bring this up because according to KPOW, KPW, KWP, whatever they go by, this kingdom is going to be dominated by the KW family, and it's going to literally be toss anyone out who doesn't comply. And so this dialogue kind of indicates, I believe that it's really just a few players. I don't think it's the entire family or entire conglomerate, because I don't think they're really a family. I just think there's a handful of bullies, but I would like to clarify that. I'd also like to make smaller alliances aware that they want to turn you into slave colonies. They call them academies, but literally they're just, you're under their thumb and they control you, and you do what they say, or they will stomp on you, attack you, and destroy your alliance. Well, they can only do so much, really. They think they can do more, but they can only do so much. And I saw it already in my first kingdom, which I call the Kingdom of Bullies, and I have so many stories for that I'm going to be putting on my YouTube channel. But this is also for training, too, for new players. Not every alliance becomes a bully. I'm sorry, not every kingdom becomes a bully kingdom, but this one is starting to look like it may become one. And you don't have to stay playing in a kingdom if it does become a bully kingdom. Finding one that's not is not easy, but you might find it better in one that's already in KVK. And play around with that before you even consider initiating into a brand new kingdom. But when you first start, they put you in the newest kingdom. They just do automatically when you first create your account. But you don't have to stay. Don't waste your time with bully alliances, you know. In a way, it's kind of fun just to watch, to see them destroy themselves, but it can also be very disheartening the way people treat each other in this game. So I don't know if I would want to be exposed to that unless you're used to it. And I've dealt with so many bullies in my life, I have become used to it. So that being said, I'm just going to go through the dialogue. If you want more of my analysis, there is a longer video calling bully analysis or something like that. I will put it at the very end of the playlist probably so that people don't get bogged down by a 2-hour video unless they want to. The people involved are the initial leaders of ESO, which was the alliance that I came in with. Fearless Angel is one of them. Others are, well, Maui, kind of. He was in it, but he didn't really do anything. So he was one of them. There were others, Yamsky, Longneck, Mr. Coco, and Puta Pepemon. They ended up being part of KWP right away. So I'm not, well, I don't know about Puta Pepemon, but Umaui and Mr. Coco did. And the others, I think, all abandoned this kingdom completely because they could tell it was going to be a just a bad experience. And then on the side of KWP was Coolio, who is the R5, or he goes by Cooley here, or Papancoolio. And who will come in is the Phoenix, and he's the one that I would say is the bully of the group. There was also Kane. Later there'll be a Mr. Elmo. And I think there might be one or two others later, but these are the dominant ones right now. And this was created by Fearless Angel to bring the dialogue together of the officers. I was brought in later, and I am Simba, and I don't even know if I show it on here on the screen when I come in, but I came in right at when it all had fallen apart. And then I had asked to be made R5 only to help the people there. I thought I could smooth the waters. Let's just calm down. Let's find a place for everybody. I didn't intend to stay where we were staying, but it was interesting how, again, it got into the become our slave colony or else. So I'm just going to read this through, and you make your own judgments about this. And if I start laughing, I'm sorry. It's just sometimes you have to laugh at people when they just don't get it. Life is too important to just stay focused on one thing so hardcore that you're wanting to stomp on everyone else. It's just, to me, they behave like a gang of thugs. And, well, you make your own judgments. I'll leave it at that. So, welcome, guys. This group chat is for KW family, only KW and ES, which is Elite Strategists. I will change my alliance name if Xingjun is online. Papancoolio, hello! Hi, KWS Strategists. That's what they're thinking to change it to. Name to what? Don't change it, leave it be for now. That's what we do in my old kingdom. When two alliances unite, we change names. Some of other alliances want to be an ally, they change name also. Yeah, but don't change it. I mean, if you want. Yeah, we'll figure out soon. Been playing this for 3 years already. Mostly Old Kingdom does. Yeah, but for now we stay like this. Cool then. Thanks for the trust. No problem. Soup. And there's another one from KW. Yamsky, we joined force together with KW. Hi, so you guys agree to be our academy. So here's Phoenix popping in, and now everything will go south and stay going south for the remainder. We will build an academy. This alliance can be bigger. We will help each other to walk in Zone 2. Then Zone 3 will unite as one alliance to join KVK. Only top 4 out of 5 move into zones. Academy is mean you will be only at Zone 1, and we will give you land to grow. 3 alliance, your alliance is the main to help you reach stay top 1 or 2. That's not going to work out. Also, we will send to you people who are low power for us to be with you and grow. When they have enough power, they will join us. If you give me the trust, I will try to get the top 4. Academy, offset of main alliance to join member to power them up to join main alliance. I did this before, if you will trust me. We need to gain your trust, but first let's do it step by step. Okay, brother? Oh my word. 2 solid alliances to get more people. In next few days or months, players will go AFK. Maybe only 1 active alliance will remain. So I think 2 alliances and 1 academy is fine. Only 1 alliance and few academies. I see. We are the main, you are the academy. I've been R4 in 3 kingdoms. All of them is from top 1 or 2. You are very negative about alliances being AFK. Also, don't worry, we aren't going ARM anytime soon. We are actively gaining power members. Not only that, but an alliance goes ARM, we are 2nd down from new members. And then the Phoenix. I was king 3 times. Phoenix, wow. How many power for the king, brother? That was impressive. Phoenix, laugh out loud. I remember because whatever, was murdered in one. KW project was in so many kingdoms by my command. This time I choose to be co-leader because of not a lot of time to play. Oh my word. Pop and Coolio, I'm not negative. This is okay, bro. I know how it works. Battles. I will in it easily. I don't know what that means. Join as academy, listen to our rules, make us trust you, and you will have land and save home in Zone 1. Zone 2 is only for us. Send me accords, King. I'm really impressed. If you refuse to be our academy, we're gonna attack because we need our territory. That's not gonna happen, bro. Academy, you will have land, we choose for you, we will give you people to grow with you, and then gonna send them back to us. You will have holy sites and big territory. You will be under our control. Okay, so I guess you don't want to be academy, so we need your territory. Soon our flags will be close to you. I came here for peace. Me too, but you don't agree to our terms. Okay, you will be my boss. We give you a nice offer and you refuse. We need this territory, so what else can I do? We are your academy now. Satisfied? I want you to do it by choice, not because I say we're gonna need your territory. Oh my gosh. No worries. We will follow your order, boss. Phoenix, how many power to be a king? Okay. Kisses. Oh my goodness. It's not about power. I can have 0 power and be king. It's the people you lead. He was never king. Phoenix, can I see your main account? Phoenix, true. I'm in a good side of leadership. Don't worry. I was mad yesterday because your is my as well. Sorry for that. You know how I felt. Let's start the academy thing. First, delete all your flags in Fortress. Second, change your name to KW-p. No, says Cooey. Question mark? KW equals A. Okay, this is your name. Third, I will send you a new location you can build your territory in. You will have a large territory and gonna have holy sites. We have like 2, maybe 3 alliances that have P at the end of it. It is very confusing. And they have even more now. When step 1 and 2 are ready, tell me and I will send you the new location. Don't delete flags, just simply make a flag toward Sanctum. No need to demolish Center Forest. How long have you been playing this game, guys? You need to delete flags in Fort because soon we're gonna build our flags there. As I said, we need this territory. This is why we're moving you. You build 1,000 flags here? 50. Just simply make a flag towards Sanctum. No need to delete. This province is big, guys. 3 holy sites. Something passes. Your flags in Fort block us. That's why you're gonna move. No need to delete our flags. Take all Sanctums you want. Build flags towards Sanctum. But I can't because you block us. It didn't. You are against us and refuse to listen for orders. This one will block the Sanctum, just burn it. I think you don't really want to be our academy and the best to do is attack. How old are you guys? Between Oh, by the way, I'm 30 years old. 21. I was in the army. I'm 21. I'm a policeman, real life. Oh, same here, serving the government. Phoenix, very young. Bro, it a waste of time. What are you decide? Be patient, okay? Just burn them all, kid. Get all of this land. I'm not that greedy after all. No deleting flags means don't listen to order, means don't want to be academy, means enemy, we need to the territory, means attack. Come attack us if you want. If you change your mind, you can speak with me privately. Until then, you are enemy, and soon our flags will touch your fortress and gonna zero all the cities. If that is your solution. Phoenix, wanna fight me now if you want? People in your alliance who see this message, leave the alliance and join us. I offer you better home. You don't need to suffer because of him. And then he leaves the group chat. Phoenix does. Of course, Fearless asks 1/3 time, send me your cords. He's never going to send cords to where he was king. He's a phoenix. He burned it to the ground if he ever was. I will tell all people in this kingdom how greedy are you guys. Sky says, he left. So, what now? Says Sky. Keely. Nothing. Same old, low alliance. Doesn't want to give up position for big alliance. Gets mad and does something stupid like a war then dies off. We don't want war, but we will take the sanctums and whatnot if it is needed. Come join us. We will just gain more power and more. Alright. I'll send message out to members over 400k if they want to join us. I'll read above. And then certain members were removed from the group. Now this is where I enter in, and so I'm the blue. I'm Simba. And of course I read above, but I read it real quickly, and I kind of missed out on the context because I didn't realize any of the dialogues they'd had even before the conversation. I kind of gleaned that later. So, but here I'm like, I'm coming in. I do want to make an academy. I don't intend to stay in that zone, but talking to them it was interesting trying to draw out what their true motives were. And it becomes pretty darn clear what their motives are. Well, they outright state it. So if you'll continue with me. Hi guys, I'm just catching up on this chat. My day was busy and I'm in a different time zone than most of you. They've handed over leadership to me at my request. I prefer to create an academy, but one geared towards true training, leadership, conflict resolution, and warrior skills, the latter which are my weakest area, at least in ROK. In the real world, no. I'm pretty good at that. I will work with you, but let us dialogue, please. Currently, many of your cities are attacking the gatherers of this alliance. Can we stop that for the time being and work on the logistics? I'm not greedy like those before, but I also don't want all the remaining cities in this alliance to feel defeated before the game has really gotten started. Does this make sense? I train leaders in the real world and have for more than 30 years. Some are pretty famous in their own fields. I understand cross-cultural differences and different means of resolving conflicts. Kuli says, you're the new leader? I am, and I want to work with you. I'm not about building one of the biggest alliances. I'm about building up individuals within the game. A true academy, but one that works with real lessons and not just a feeding alliance to other alliances. Does that make sense? If you understood the real-world work I've been doing, you would understand better how I'm able to help people see things with fresh eyes. Yeah, that's good. Take this. We are going to move to here. Okay, and we'll continue moving northwest towards the edges. Can you ask your cities to stop attacking our gatherers? It would go a long way towards us starting to work together. You have to move base. Delete flags and center fortress. Hello. I've deleted one near the altar. Give me time to reallocate our alliance resources and move individual players. Change tag to KWB and name to Omega Build. And then this doesn't belong here. Wrong chat. That name isn't very cool. I saw Omega Shards. Let's be the Omega Lions or Omega Tigers or something really equally cool. Or Omega Roar. Sure. Omega Dogs? Okay, here I thought he was being sarcastic. And at this time, all of them had been leaving the group chat, and that's why I left this in. so that the Phoenix could start an individual chat with me. He's all about control, so here it goes again. Hey brother, are you here? At the moment, yes. How can I help you? Simba, are you here? I'm here now, but may have to leave for another kingdom soon. Wait. You're migrating with this account? I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. You say you leave the kingdom, what do you mean? And what about the academy thing? Do you guys agree to be our academy? My comment about leaving the kingdom is that I have to take care of many alliances in another kingdom. We are in the pre-KVK, and I have lots to help them with. It only relates to my account. I wish to be an academy, but the training I propose is unlike what most think. I am amenable to the idea, but the whole alliance has to feel comfortable. And since one of your largest cities is already attacking our troops as they wander about our territory and go to gather, it may be a difficult sell. I understand, but we can manage it if you're gonna listen to me, brother. Oops, sorry. Can you? I am so sorry, everybody. Let me get us back. Touch the keyboard at the wrong place. I did it too many times. I know how to manage it. All you have to do is trust me. We want you to be our academy. We don't have any interest to lie on this. We need you as much as you need us. I can listen, but I don't respond well to dictating. I believe in diplomacy, which is one of the things I have to teach. I have 30 years of experience training up leaders, especially with respect to conflict resolution. Trust is a mutual thing and not something that can be demanded. We did not start off on a good foot when your leaders were making demands and not even taking the time to ask what we had to offer. It's not just about Rise of Kingdoms and the end goal. That is too limited, especially given the fact there are already people in this kingdom who have brought their 50 mil power. Everyone in this zone is small potatoes compared to what is already present. You are right, brother, and I am sorry. We started by left foot. Can we try again? We can try, but I have to sell my people on the fact that you want to work with us and not dictate to us. It didn't help that we had multiple attacks this morning, much sooner than I would have expected, given that they served no purpose but to be bullying. So I just shared one of the reports of their battle commanders going after one of my gatherers. There were many more. That is just one of at least a half dozen reports. I gave an order to stop the attack on you. This is why your fortresses still exist. Because I want you to be academy and work with us. I don't want to make you an ultimatum, join or die, and this is why we stopped the attacks and we removed the flags which going to your fortress. Okay, I will share that information with the team and get back to you. I want us to be partners, main alliance and academy, who work together and make this kingdom stronger. Okay, I wish we will have an agreement. None of this is about working together. It's all about domination. The attacks on gatherers and rallied troops was not a good start, you must admit. The first plan was to destroy your alliance, so it's better. When are you going to agree to be our academy? Speak with me, okay? I will make sure to give you respect and honor about that. Also, when you agree, you have to remove flag and fort, and I will give you good territory, and you will have holy sites. I have to ask you to move, because this way is on our growing path. I have to speak with my alliance team. I don't lead by dictatorship. I lead by counsel. I'm giving a voice to all. Okay, waiting for your answer. I should ask you, what territory were you looking at for us to move to? I've been clearing the fog a lot and see a great deal of open space on the eastern flank. Still haven't talked to my team completely because I want a clear plan in place. Fortress here and a lot of territory above, including holy sites. But I need to know you are loyal to me if you're gonna agree to be academy. Okay. We waited long enough. What is your answer? So this gives you an idea of the zone, he was saying. And you could tell, by the time I cleared the fog, it already had a name, an academy with a name similar to ours, which I thought was kind of interesting. I am still clearing the fog where you suggested, and now I'm off to bed. Then you don't really want to be an academy. Don't try to take the level 1 holy starter. You will suffer. Remember my word. You don't agree to be our academy? Question mark. So I decided to send out an email to all of the KWP officers to bring out some clarification, since they were saying different things, and it's obvious that the Phoenix is the main bully, and probably bullies them all. So here's my email that went out to all of them. You can see all of the officers here that it went to. It's time I reach out by email and explain a few things. First off, you leaders are communicating different things to me and likely to each other. It is creating confusion, and I can't remember what I meant to be there. In the chat that was created between you and the former leaders of this alliance, Pop and Coolio indicated for us to take the level 1 altar after I assumed leadership. Then Phoenix started one-on-one dialogue that started off hot, calmed down, and started to become a real dialogue, and then he turned to threatening again. One of his last was, "Don't try to take the level 1 holy site or you will suffer, remember my word." This after Coolio told me to take the sanctum. Then a few hours ago, while I wasn't online because nighttime for me is evidently different than for you, Mr. Coco asked to join our alliance to take Altar 1. Other members of other alliances have also wanted to join us for the same purpose of receiving the rewards. I haven't responded to their requests. So if we are to work together, it should be me and a few of my officers communicating with all of your officers so that you are all on the same page and we're all on the same page. Because it's clear to me that Phoenix has different ideas than Coolio and Mr. Coco based on my individual communications. It's obvious that there are cultural and language differences between you and I, and maybe between all of you. That is to be expected in an international game like this. In fact, that is part of the training I hope to help people with as an academy. Also, the request for us to be an academy of yours requires definition, something that wasn't working out in my dialogues with Phoenix. I wish to train people in the game, really train them. I have more than 30 years of training leaders in teamwork building, conflict resolution, and developing the skills to form a strong company or community. The players I will work with will be made strong in ways beyond what most people think in this game. So then, I saw your email. Are you here? I'm here. You are right about the communication. I will ask one last time, answer by yes, no, and then we will see what we're going to do. Talks about communication and then gives an ultimatum. Do you agree to become our academy? We all don't really know if you do want to become academy or enemy. Those are the only two choices. Academy, which is a slave colony, or enemy. No such thing as ally or friend. I want to know how we will define academy. I already explained it to you. You talk like we are servants to be dictated to, and that is not working. I want to speak with other officers and not just you. You go from conciliation to threats back and forth so quickly that it is like playing ping pong. Agreed. Accept friend request. So then he creates a group with officers, and then I invite in 2 officers, and I mark out their names just because they're not part of either. Well, one of them became a part of the slave alliance later, one of their slave alliances later, but they don't participate in any way that they deserve to have any kind of backlash, so I want to protect them. Simba, add your officers to this chat. This time we will all gonna speak and decide. Give me a few minutes, please. Okay, now can we speak? I hope this chat will make us in the same page and understanding. I understand the leader of ES0, bro. I vote to give that sanctum to them. That is my opinion, but it will be in your hands now. So Elmo is evidently already seeing that, why aren't we just getting along to go along? But he caves to the Phoenix bully. The plan was to give them new land because we need the current land. The sanctum and the level 2 pass is there. Okay, you don't need me to this meeting. The new land we're gonna offer is big and have sanctums and altars, but as academy it won't have access to zone 2. Only top 6 alliances allowed to enter zone 2. Mr. Coco, I think Simba want you here. He sent you email too, and he wrote good on you in that mail. I will listen to you guys, says Mr. Elmo. ES0, take this. We have academy others. I have no desire to enter into Zone 2 and did not have intention to head that way. I do feel we should take the level 1 sanctum before others try, and I am willing to let in Mr. Coco and a couple others to share the rewards. Other alliance leaders have approached me as well to enjoy the rewards, but I ignored them. I want to bring clarity as to what is meant by an academy. Simba, the problem is we need all your territory. This is why we offer you a new place, even better place, and by doing that you will be our academy. I will show you our progress map and why we need you to move. I want to truly train people, especially with leadership, conflict resolution, and diplomacy, something very lacking in this game, and incredibly lacking in the Phoenix. But he can't learn from me, I don't think. He's too hard-headed. I would like to see the map. Understanding a vision and mission statement is very important. It brings clarity and helps communication greatly. Simba, transfer the leadership to me and I will help you rebuild the flags. I do want to say something. Many in our alliance receive threats of join us or be zeroed. I saw this before in the Kingdom of the Bullies, as I like to refer to my first kingdom. So here he shows a map. One where I am helping many alliances migrate from. And my officer, I think the proposal is coherent. This is our flags map. This is why we need you to move. So here's where we were, right here, initially, and then my officer started building up flags this way. And then they were here, and they started building up flags that way. So he's showing that we were in their way. But we offer you a bigger place and richer. Let me ask you about your plan. What about all the area east of you, which is fairly open? For academies, we have KW-P, KW-W, KW/P, and we want you to do as academy. All of this region is big. We have nothing to do with all of it except of give it to alliances who are loyal to us, and together we both grow for same mission. Prepare our kingdom to KVK and train people. Really train them. You don't train nobody. I understand, but I want you to understand something as well. Threatening smaller alliances does not sit well with me. And give is not a term I like either. We should work together, not have to be subservient. That kind of attitude leads to disharmony, disrespect, and distrust. True, and that's why we tried a lot of times to make you be our academy. I want to help build bridges, not tear down walls. I know we have a problem in communication, but now we want to do it clear so everyone will understand. Make you be. Do you hear the language you are using is strong-arming? Okay, so try to invite you. Let me help you understand. Okay, brother. For 3 decades, I've been training leaders, building up communities, resolving conflicts, and teaching perspective where few had it. I'm a big picture thinker who is able to train people in so many different aspects of different situations. I've worked with incredible leaders who sought my advice on things they didn't understand because I'm a visionary who sees the big picture before others do. And that's why we need your help. You just need to work with us. I want to train people to communicate better. I want to work with you, but I don't need to work with you. These are the kinds of words that again tear down trust and respect, 2 things that will be needed in the long run. Their alliance is much larger in this kingdom already. You will need the strength of numbers. I'm going to ignore his comments because they didn't really add anything except to kind of calm, but they didn't really add anything. But the numbers should not have to be subservient, but be able to work alongside. I can help build these bridges. I understand all of that, and that's why I created this chat. You are great and amazing, the best. I understand that, trust me, and this is the reason we need your help to become Academy. But for Tango need 2, and we need to work together. I heard your words now. Please hear me, okay, brother? I am listening. You are a great leader and great player. I understand all of that, and this is why we want to ask you to become our Academy. Right now we need to build flags, but your alliance block us. This is why we offer you a better place. I can show you it on a picture if you want. I have no problem with moving, believe me, but I do have a problem with the fact that your alliance started off with threats. When you agree to that, we will work together as Academy and main alliance. We will send players to your alliance for you to train them, and when they are ready, they will join us again. That kind of behavior has built distrust on my part and those of my alliance. See, we're talking over each other here. That way we help each other to get the main purpose. Simba, we tried to speak first, but as you said on the email, we had communication problems, and this is why we are here now, all of us together as one unit. Simba, we want your talent with us. Now the decision is yours. Take the day to decide, okay, friend? Okay. But a little clarification from me. I will accept 3 from KWP, and we will take the altar. When we move, we will of course stop occupying the altar, but we will take before others. I would love to have Mr. Coco be one of the 3. Others applied. One was accepted. I removed him until we had this chat. You can decide which other 2 would like to join. They belong to you? Because it's actually the location we want to give you. Sorry, I might not be clear. The level 1 sanctum needs to be taken before others try. Mr. Coco wants to be part of that, as have others. I would like to invite 3 from KWP to join the Alliance just for the rewards for helping take the Sanctum. For now, don't take that Sanctum. I need to know your answer first. You have the day to think if you want to be our academy. Until you get a decision, we want to keep the situation neutral, which means both of us don't take the Sanctum until a decision will be made. And then he shows a map that's even bigger than before, like he's trying to convince me, oh, look what we're giving you. You can be so rich in land and so powerful. This is the territory we offer you. It's bigger than you have, and by moving there, you will be our academy. We will help you to fight the alliances there if needed, but as you can see, it's between KW-P, KW/P. It all belongs to KW family. We agree to join an academy, you will have it. Oh, by agreeing to join an as academy, you will have it. So you can see all of their taking everything. There's more over here too, and they have another alliance over there, KWW. And it's even more. They've how do I say, threatened others that have joined them, which saddens me, and they've destroyed others that refuse to join them, which is even sadder. Total domination, that's the goal. So these were just comments made by some, and, kind of back and forth, sounds nice, we get along kind of thing. That doesn't belong there. Here you go again. If you already have a decision, please tell us, so we will start the process. So later I respond, and I responded by chat first, and it wasn't working out because when you're new system or new server, there are limitations to chat and to email, so I thought, okay, I'll send it as a 4-part email, and I was only able to send the first 2 parts before I got a response, but I told him in chat I was going to send a 4-part email. And so I started it, and then of course I had to wait to send parts 3 and 4, but I'll read these first 2 parts and then the response I got from Coolio, which really clarifies what their plan is. Response to Phoenix's demand, part 1, and this is from me. Phoenix, you demanded an answer by the end of the day, and although your day may have ended before mine, I am actually complying, so to speak. Judging from the manner of how our conversation in the group chat earlier today went from dialogue to demands from you again, I can honestly see that working with Phoenix will not work. The ping-pong fashion of conciliation back to demands is not tenable. So I hope that your alliance can find another to work with me. Mr. Coco offered to come on board to help. That may be workable, but as an R4 to start, as we would need to build up a relationship of trust and respect. Eventually, and hopefully soon, I hope to pass the reins of the R5 leadership to one that the alliance can support and work with. So as I've mentioned time and time again, we will be an academy, but not in the manner, sorry, silly keyboard keeps getting in the way, but not in the manner that you must be thinking. My understanding from very experienced players is that an academy is simply a subservient location for you to put players that you want to control over, or something of the kind. At this time, I'm not willing to put on the label of KW. My experiences in my first kingdom were such that bullies and thugs were taking over from the beginning. Jumpers who came in large numbers, grew fast, threw lots of money into their game, and then started going after the smaller alliances. Their version of player versus player was that alliances in cities 5 times the size of others had the right to threaten and cajole the others into submission or leave. Well, the Kingdom of Bullies now has a king, and he is the one that put the most money into the game and was able to dominate all the other bullies. And guess what? He doesn't have enough strong players for his first KVK. He's having to look at cities that are not the strength that would help him win, and they're not signing up to fight. Mostly because many are migrating out or have abandoned their cities and left them inactive. The kingdom appears strong from above, but is a shell of that strength. And my part? I saw what would happen before it actually did. Warned many, and I'm helping members of the smaller alliances that remain to migrate to a kingdom where one of the former strongest alliances went when the money-spending bullies started demanding subservience from the other big alliances soon after the second elimination event. My new kingdom is very strong and well-managed kingdom. They call the bullies thugs there and give the label traitor if they start going after the small cities. A welcome change indeed. When I see that so early in the formation of 2828 there are threats of join us or be zeroed, I realize that your alliance is showing the same behavior that created such a weak Kingdom of Bullies. And I will wait until the first elimination event to see how you handle it before I will consider whether your alliance is one that can be trusted. So again, we will become an academy, but not like how you define one. I will work with any governor that needs help with learning skills that aren't promoted in this game. Leadership, communication, diplomacy, conflict resolution, and teamwork building. I will teach from a top-down perspective because I can typically predict things based on the patterns I see around me. In other words, I see what may result from the actions taken by others long before they do, especially how the actions of one or a few ruin the reputation of their entire alliance. Hint, hint. I have had this ability all my life. I'm a global thinker, a rare person, I have learned, because the real-world leaders that I work with come to me for the out-of-the-box, unusual insights that they can't see without my help. It is the inherent skill that many around me turn to for guidance. And I teach. Boy, do I teach. I help people see things from different viewpoints and have some great moments of illumination, but only when they want to learn and are receptive to listening to something new and unusual. So like I said, I could not send parts 3 and 4 before I got a response, and then I saw no need to because it was obvious what their plan was, and it was everybody's plan in this leadership group. Coolio's response. I will happily say we are friends with all the other top alliances in the kingdom as well, as have many other small alliances and friends to small alliances, but we are trying to get members of smaller alliances in to set more active alliances to help them grow, which is why we attack small alliances for sanctums and altars, bringing them to more alliances that have control and can properly take them. This gains them bonus and rewards that not many small alliances get, and which is why we push small alliances out. Not only this, we have plans with big alliances to take Zone 2, and have set permissions to take ES0, will or will not be an alliance that stays, because, well, you are basically trapped in a cubby that you can't get out of. You have a big alliance to your left and right, being us, KW, and crew. We, KW, will take Zone 2 Shire and will not let anyone take other shrines due to said boost for top alliances that grow these. However, will be given to maybe some of our other alliances to boost them some and get them stronger. This is not to get big alliances stronger, but of course that is always the goal. It is to get active people and willing people to grow in a well alliance to become good working players and well active alliances. So I don't know if that made sense because it's no punctuation and difficult to read, but bottom line is they control everybody. So my response to him. So am I to understand that when your people threaten cities and smaller alliance with join us or be zeroed, it is for the good of those cities? That it is better to be in your alliances under your control in order to grow? How is treating people with threats, with no consideration, beneficial to them? How is making them objects to be controlled a humane tactic? Because that has already started from your alliance. I agree that we are not in a good location. I did not choose it. Sorry. Nor do I feel it is necessarily bad if we kept it contained. I had no intention of going to Zone 2. I have no desire to dominate others, nor suppress them. Quite the opposite. Working with smaller alliances shouldn't be about threats and domination. It should be about creating relationship and using diplomacy. That is, if you want respect, trust, and cooperation. Otherwise, you will have a repeat of what is experienced anywhere tyrants try to rule: lack of participation and a shell of a kingdom. Community and teamwork require building bridges, not tearing down fences and structures. And his response back. Join us or be zeroed is never the answer. The thing is, we are looking for an alliance that can grow and be active. If those alliances do not wish to help us or are low in power, they will be territorially destroyed and wiped from the map. This makes it so they either leave and go to new alliance or build somewhere else. There's a big benefit in taking your land and sanctums and gates and resources. We have made an area where you can build, shown by Phoenix. If you do not wish to have it, then we will gladly build on it. Sorry, these people are so blind to their own, oh my word. This is my response back. Interesting that you say join us or be zeroed is never the answer, but then the rest of your email indicates the same type of tactic is what you choose to use. Player versus player on an uneven playing field, created to oppress and dominate others, shows lack of honor, integrity, and character. Imagine your favorite professional team competing against children in the same game by different rules and telling the children, we will dominate this and you will accept it or leave. That's the game you are trying to play. Of course, I don't imagine that makes sense in this short scenario. But now that I've woken up to see what you have in store for all of the smaller alliances, now my teammates understand, and I can help the other smaller alliances in this zone and surrounding zones understand. So thank you for clarifying that you really do believe in being tyrants and bullies. And I'm glad that you are helping people realize why I refuse to put on the KW banner. Any that decide to join you have their free will to choose to do so. I don't hold them accountable for the actions you are taking before they make their decision. So I left for a bit and came back to find another response from KWP from the R5 in the group chat. Row, and then Phoenix comes in. So, Simba decided to be our enemy. You don't want to work with us and move, so we need to take that territory by force. I really tried all I can to make sure it will work, but I don't know what is your problem, Simba. I really tried, but there are some people who can't understand. Even your officers agreed to this offer, but only you disagree. So I'm sorry, but soon we're gonna attack your cities, flags, farms, players, and all you have. Also the killing event soon, so we will get rewards from that. Whatever. And then he shows the Center Fortress, so he's threatening the Center Fortress. Just attack territory if we have... Oh, cooey. Just attack territory. If we have to, we will attack members. Don't defend or do defend, but you will not win. Phoenix. If it belonged to you, just know we're going to attack them too. This region belonged to the KW alliances, and you decided to refuse to be KW, which means you are enemy. We are only attacking farmers for event. Anyone who attacks farmers for an event, they're the equivalent of attacking civilians in a war. They have no honor. We brought that up a lot in the Kingdom chat. A lot of us. Officers of ES0, you don't need to suffer because of one man. You all agreed and be happy to become Academy, but your leader don't agree. You don't have to suffer and be zero. Join our alliance KWP. If you have enough power, you can also join our Academy KW-P. Please write it on your alliance chat. KW invite all the members who don't want to fight because of one man to join KW. I am sorry, but I really tried anything with that kid Simba. Nothing working. Only war. He knows, so he will get it. We need the territory, and we spent too much time to invite him with us. So then my officer comes in, and he's all confused, and he's like, we kind of had an agreement. Why are you guys going to war? So your leader disagreed to join his academy, so we're going to attack you because we need the territory, and you decide not to work with us. We gave you an amazing offer, but you disrespect us. Now ES0 are no longer have place in our region. People who don't blame with it are welcome to join KW alliances. Well, I think they got 2. And then they kicked one out because he refused to attack us. Brother, I know you are not to blame, but your leader Simba disagreed to the offer. He don't want to move and join our family, so we must take the territory by force, which means zero all your cities and burn all your flags. I did all I can to make it happen, give you a better home, be part of us. I've really tried all I can, but he don't agree. No more talking, we waste too much time. I gave your alliance an amazing offer, but he want war, so we have nothing to do except give him one. In 1 hour, we're gonna burn your fort, but put shield on your city, because you are not to blame. Don't resist. I don't want to zero you, brother. You can join one of the KW alliances. Tell it to your members, too. Also, people who don't want to fight us, put shield on your city, so we know not to burn your city. I really tried to do it by peace. Offer you to join us. New home, your own management, the sanctum, rewards to you, but still he refused, so I have nothing else to do except take it by force. I know it isn't what you all want, but the alliance belonged to him, and the territory won't delete by herself. People who want peace out shields on, the rest who follow him gonna be zeroed. He didn't zero anyone. He only attacked my city, and it didn't zero nothing. You always can join one of the KW alliances. Our flag is now built in your direction. Everyone to out shield on cities. The rest you're gonna fight with us will be zeroed. Now, I don't know why he's saying this all to the so-called alliance, because it's only me and this other leader in here, and No one's putting anything in our alliance chat, and like I said, the only one who was attacked was one of my cities, and I was sleeping during all of this because I'm on a different time zone. So I just woke up to war. So, oh well. I know that war is not your decision. Your leader choose it, so we give it to him. If I could play by other way, believe peace is before, but there are some people who understand force only. So much protection on his part. So I finally get awake and I come up here and I'm like, Phoenix, your words are amusing. Simply because I refuse to put on the KW banner, work with you specifically because you do not understand how to see things from another's perspective, and am concerned about the bullying tactics you wish to employ throughout the zone, I cause this war? Your ego is too big, sir. And Coolio says yes. Very good. You may want people to bend over and take it in the you-know-what. But I believe in treating people as equals and individual persons deserving of respect. And Coolio's response, haven't heard someone say that in Rise of Kingdoms yet. You will never have the respect of people with your manner of working. You may chase away small players that haven't learned yet, but if they find my video channel, hopefully they will come to understand that in the end the bullies have too few allies to work with them when the kingdom starts trying to unify. The tactics of KWP may work in the short term, but in the long term, who will work with you that is strong enough? But at least I had plenty to show my alliance about why I refused to put on the KW banner, and the other small alliances can see for themselves what you plan for them. Maybe with enough warning, they can learn to work together to become a strong enough force to create an even playing field. Then player versus player will have some honor and some substance. Simba, alright, have a good day. I already am. This is good stuff for training videos. Then he asks for my channel, for the YouTube link, and I just mentioned my channel is Rock and Roar. Alright, I'll check it out. Also, you are really a good leader. I do understand where you are coming from. Bully alliances some are like that, some aren't, though we try not to be like that, but we are territorial in sanctums and rewards because of the bonuses. Will you stay on in this kingdom? We talked with you before we attack. We explained to you that we need this territory, so we offer you a better one and work with us together, but I am speaking to Aerie. Oh, this is back to Phoenix. So Coolio was kind of like wanting to continue a friendly dialogue, and then Phoenix comes on because he's got to take over again, because he really was threatened by my words, because people were starting to actually listen. So he's like, we talked with you before we attack. We explained to you what we need, that we need this territory. So we offer you a better one and work with us together. But I am speaking to Air. You rejected it every time. Tried to make peace like 4 times, but always you refuse, although your officers want you to agree. I think you are a bad leader because you don't listen to your people, and that's why I'm happy you decided not to join us now instead of making us troubles in the future. Everyone leave this chat. We have nothing else to speak about. Well, of course he doesn't, because he doesn't want anyone else to be listening to me. And I can't blame him for that, because he's losing his authority. Okay, I'm trying to get it to the final. He had to have the final word, so he opened a personal chat. And then instead of waiting for a response, he blacklisted me because he had to have the final word. I hope you are happy, brother. I really tried my best to invite you to be our academy. I offer you the rewards of the sanctum, better territory, a lot of sanctums and sides, our protection. We didn't need his protection. Our members, play on KVK1, be on the kingdom chat, be KW, but you refuse to move and be our academy. I even said you are amazing and said you are the best. Yeah, flattery really works, dude. I spoke nice and even begged for you to join, but there is a limit to the things I can do. Now your alliance is dead and you won't play here. We both losing by that, but I really tried all I can and offered you the best I can give. Hope you understand your mistake. Have a nice day, brother. And then he puts a heart. So I responded only to discover he had blacklisted me. I said, somehow I don't feel like I'm losing. I'm sorry you feel that you are. So the funny thing is, I'm sorry I'm laughing in a way, because this person, this Phoenix, he is a seriously, seriously disturbed personality. Sociopathy comes to mind when I listen to his dialogues. He doesn't hear himself in what he's saying. He doesn't realize his actions affect people in a bad way. And he's all about domination. And I think his officers probably start seeing that too. So that's probably why I was such a threat, because Um, I'm not bowing to him. I'm not willing to put on the banner of a bully. That's just the bottom line. All my life, I have been helping people who didn't have a voice, which means confronting bullies a lot. And some of the bullies I've worked with have actually become very, very productive, useful people in their culture once they start realizing the consequences of their actions and take accountability. But it takes a strong personality sometimes to confront that in them, and a lot of times that's been me. And a lot of times it's been me training others to be able to do it because of the type of individuals I've had to work with throughout my life. So I don't think this is a person that I could work with, at least definitely not in the meta world, maybe in the real world, but it would take an awful lot of time. Awful lot of time. He doesn't get it. He is so focused on domination and so easily threatened by someone just saying no, which boggles the mind that my not willing to put on a KW banner was me saying I'm his enemy. That's gang thinking. And I mean, he is only 21, so, and he's 21 and served in the military, and if you were 21 and you served in the military, he may have been kicked out. But I don't know his backstory. I can tell from his personality in this, he would not fit in the military. He would not fit in any company I've ever worked with. The only communities I think no, he wouldn't even fit in there. I was thinking maybe prisons. No, I've worked in prisons, and this would have gotten him, actually would have gotten him dead. This kind of, posturing. It's sad. It's very, very sad. But it's also very dangerous because in this game, there are people behind each and every player, and a lot of those people are children. And these people want to stomp on them. Literally stomp on them. And they think it's okay. They think it's, this is the plan. We're going to dominate. We're going to take all the sanctums. We're going to have all the power. We're going to dominate this zone. Our friends in crew are going to dominate that zone. Our friends in KH are going to dominate that zone. Why do you have to stomp on the smaller players? Why do you have to force them to put on your banner? Why can't you learn to play alongside of them? Why can't you create player versus player on an even keel? Why do you have 1.5 million power city stomping on 150,000 or 30,000 city? That's just like the gang mentality here is just, it boggles my mind, and it's the reason I'm in this game, because I will confront bullies where I see them. And I'm going to share this with other alliances so they can see what to expect. And I want to share it with who they say is part of their family. Because if this is what they're going to be doing, this kingdom is doomed. Literally doomed. And since I've got this video channel, I've got the ability to share it more broadly. This will be a lesson for a lot of different kingdoms and a lot of different players. And, that's what the goal is to teach people. Bullies in this game, learn how to deal with them, and you'll be able to deal with them better in real life. And also recognize one thing. Most bullies were bullied to begin with. That's how they learn how to be bullies. Abused people tend to become abusers. It's a pattern that you gotta break in order for it not to go from one to the other, to the other, to the other. Bullies beget bullies. Gosh, in the Kingdom of Bullies, boy, do I have stories there about how bullies beget bullies. But some of the interactions I had there, too, were incredible. People recognizing, oh, my word, this is what I did. I gotta change, So that's the only reason why I'm still here. I never thought I'd be in the meta world. I'm 57 years old. Who wants to be in the meta world at my age? But I needed to start a video channel, and this was not it. This is not my video channel that I need to start. But it's a good start because, I got to get back into video making, and I didn't want to. So this way I can start with something that's less personal than the other one will be, and then segue into it slowly. Well, probably just do it apart from. So anyways, I'm sharing this with many people. I have that separate 2-hour video with my analysis because I've been working with bullies forever. I can detail you the type of language that's being used and how it's indicative of someone who cannot think other than one mentality. And you can also read the comments here on the side of these if you want to, but I just put them in there to block out the chat there. And I found it kind of interesting that all my life I've been giving voice to the silent, and so I had this roar theme for my other channel, and I decided to make rock and roar for my training channel here, and it's kind of surprising that I chose Lion Tamer and Tiger Trainer as my names for my cities, because I wasn't thinking in terms of making a channel or the name of the channel until after I had already joined in this kingdom. But I already knew it would be a roar theme, because that's what my other channel is, giving a roar, helping the people who don't have a voice be able to roar. So if you want to, check out the rest of my rock and roar. Most of it will be simple training, but I'll also get into some real world lessons that you can draw from this game, which is what I'm all about. In fact, my brother, who's a pastor, was talking to me the other day about how he's doing an internet integrity class with his 8th graders, and I'm like, oh my word, and let me tell you about my experience. I've entered the meta world. And he's like, I want you to talk to my 8th graders. So some of the presentations will actually be outside of rock and roar. Well, I mean, outside of the game of Rise of Kingdoms, but they might be on that channel as well, about how to behave on the internet with integrity. Because the way we play a game, it shows our character and it shows our intelligence. And people who play like bullies, they're showing they don't have honor. They show they're lacking in integrity. It's the bad character. That's what they don't recognize, is some people think they can be anything they want to be in the meta world. But how you are in the meta world affects how you are in the real world. And you can't separate the two. You can't be one personality here and a different personality there and not have it affect you. So, I mean, it's kind of like acting. Maybe that's how they think of it. But unfortunately, there's other people playing this game with them. And stomping on them, especially if it's a child. I've got an 8-year-old in one of my alliances. You can't even imagine what I do to protect him from some of these nasty players. There's no way I'm going to let him into Kingdom chat. There's no way I'm going to let him have a one-on-one chat with a player outside of the alliance, because the nastiness. And he's 8 years old, and I don't know if he plays with his parents. I try to find that out because I want to know. So people, if you are like the Phoenix, think about it. Think about what you are doing to other people when you're stomping on them. Or Cooley even. Think about it. He's justifying their behavior. Even though he doesn't agree with a lot of what Phoenix is saying, he's still justifying the behavior of the Alliance, acting as a gang of bullies, of thugs. So that is why I wanted to put together this video, to show that this kingdom is made up of bullies and thugs far worse than even my first Kingdom of Bullies. I don't know how long I'll stay in this kingdom, just because I just want to follow it and see how it succeeds or fails. But since I'm still responsible for this alliance, I've been trying to rehome all these people. The alliance has a lot of strengths. I'm kind of hoping I can find a place to park it, and then someone can take over the leadership, and then I can just back away and just follow from a distance and take a lot of video when things happen or whatever. I have a lot of connections here. They can keep me apprised of activities that are happening. And there are people I just met since joining this kingdom. I didn't have any connections before joining the kingdom, except with the alliance that I jumped with, that I knew of all of 4 or 5 days before we jumped. So it's all kind of interesting how I help people create relationships in this game as well. That's some of the lessons I've been trying to encourage with my alliance mates in other kingdoms, that reach out to others through personal chat. If they're going to attack you, reach out to them by chat. Open a chat. I've got so many fun stories from the Kingdom of Bullies of the people who've attacked my city. I actually look forward to being attacked, having my city attacked. I even told them, zero me first. If you're gonna zero the cities, zero me first. I'm here. I'm ready. They didn't. I missed out. No, there's really no way they could have zeroed me. I'm too smart for that. And you can't really zero a city. It's all BS threats. And I share that in another video of what it means to have your city zeroed. Anyways, I am going to wish you all Godspeed and signing out.